Someone who is that compassionless and irrational is going to care about not breaking a gun law. He didn't hesitate to attack a woman who just got done helping him from being attacked himself.
Whoa, this is what you do. You teach people how to protect themselves, how to arm themselves, all these things. I want your expert opinion on something, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. Apparently a lady in Chicago. Have you heard about the story of the lady in Chicago?
The police
She was
officer?
being robbed.
She was a police officer.
Yeah, and now she's being sued by the family of the person who was robbing her, and she shot him.
So
now, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and I wanted to actually show y'all something on it and have y'all say something about it if y'all got a moment.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You got to kill me. Watch this.
If you're a gun owner, you need to stop what you're doing right now and watch this next video because there are so many things to learn from it.
They took my $80 I had in my pocket. I know they
did. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You got to kill me. Watch this.
I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Dang, you shot me for real. Sorry. Okay.
Let's go right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, baby.
Now you go down for this.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Call the police! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Call your damn shoot you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't
way.
I?
I don't want
Didn't
it that
I?
way. Yeah, baby.
Didn't I just say I'll kill you?
I'm sorry,
Didn't I
baby.
just say that? Didn't I just say that?
I'm
Didn't I?
sorry.
You just...
I don't want it that, baby. Please.
You! Call the police! I just shot somebody! Just told you I shoot your... Tried to rob me! Tried to help your dog!
Damn.
He just tried to rob me! He got a whole surprise! I just told you I was trying to help you!
I apologize, baby.
Couple of things to keep in mind.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yo!
And they blacked it out too. I saw the video without it being blacked out. So
You did?
yeah, on IG.
Oh, I'm glad I seen it blacked out. I don't need to see it without blackout.
Yeah, it seemed like she was trying to help him before that, and he just took it upon himself to try to rob her. That's crazy.
So I don't know if you were gonna play the whole video, like his take, but I kind of I know a little bit of what the backstory is or what I've heard.
Okay.
So apparently she was an off-duty police officer, right? She was off duty, and I think he was trying to rob other people, and she saw it and stopped him, right? So at that point where the video is starting, I think she's like, it's after she stopped him from robbing other people. And I guess she's maybe like letting him know, hey, whatever, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And then she proceeds to walk away. And then I think that's how to take his chance, took his chance.
Now, did she tell him that she was just approaching him as, yo, I see what you're doing. Listen, young man, your life is worth more than that, blah, blah, blah. She probably didn't even say, look, I'm a cop. None of that.
Yeah, I don't know all that, the details of that part, but I know supposedly she was stopping him from robbing other people. She stopped it. But
so wait, did she get him though? Like, did she actually shot him?
Yeah,
like,
she shot. You can hear it. He said, "Oh, he died 2 days later." Oh shit, I didn't know he died.
He died, so that's why his family is suing them.
Suing her.
It's suing her for $10 million. That's what the rest of this joint says.
Well, it's because she's a cop, I believe. And I don't know if you know this, but as a gun owner, as a concealed carrier, even if you don't conceal carry, let's say you have firearms for home defense, you can get sued. Like, let's say somebody breaks into your home and you kill them because you felt threatened, you fear for your life. That family can come after you as in a civil suit.
I believe that Massachusetts is like that, where if someone actually breaks into the house and that person that broke it into can sue you if they got hurt in your property.
What the hell? You didn't have to kill him. What the hell I was supposed to do? Make him a sandwich?
Yeah, what type of friendly criminal laws are too friendly with these criminals, bro? If somebody try to rob my girl, somebody try to rob my mom, if that lady was my mom or that lady was my girl, my sister, good for you. Good for you. Better pop his ass, pop a cap in his ass quickly.
But Daria, Jennifer, go ahead.
So So you brought up, Lou brought up robbing somebody. So do you think that if a person robs you and they don't show you a gun, right, but they imply that they have one, do you think as a, let's say you're a concealed carrier, you still have the right to shoot them if you're armed? You don't see a gun, but they're implying that they have one.
I think it will be better to not squeeze that trigger at them until you see something that's like a gun. Like if they're approaching you though, like if they are approaching you, then there's the difference. If they just like, yo, give it up, I got me a gun. You be like, me too.
Nah, I mean, to answer your question, because I've seen this a lot. Yo, run your pockets right now. And in that situation, this is why I don't have a concealed carry license yet, because I don't know what you're supposed to do. But I guess my reaction would be like, probably wait like 1 second, see what his position is, and I'll whip out. Pause.
He threatened you. He threatened you. He said,
yeah, he's like, yo, pop your pockets, run your pockets right now, or you gonna get shot, bro. Like, what's your vibe? Like, all right, cool, say less. Yeah. Here you go, trying to rob me now.
Actually, my husband, so my husband actually, he was working at the Chinese restaurant. He was the delivery driver, and he actually got mugged gunpoint. I mean, I'm talking about a group of like kid with actual gun, and then lucky for him, he didn't really have a lot of much. He just have chain. And the thing is that they were just like pointing the gun right at him, like, yo, give me your whatever, your money, whatever, like that. But luckily the cop actually showed up by the street and they just left. And I mean, at the time, he didn't really have a gun. He didn't really register because, you know, we were living in Massachusetts, so we didn't really register a gun because I know that it's a little bit harder to get a gun in Massachusetts as well.
So as a gun owner, right? Like it depends on your state. You always need to look up the laws in your state. But brandishing in a lot of states means brandishing doesn't mean you have to pull out my gun and you see it. Brandishing can also mean that I'm implying that I have a gun. I'm threatening you, and I maybe say like I'll do like put my hand right here if I appendix carry, or I say I'm gonna shoot you. That's a threat right there.
Okay.
Right? Wow. So if somebody's coming to rob you and they're telling you they have a gun but you don't see it, as a concealed carrier right there, that's enough for that to feel as like a threat. You know what I mean? But again, you always have to go back to your state laws and look up the state laws and just make sure what it is for your state, because it's different. So if somebody's pointing a gun at me, it doesn't matter. It does. At that point, I'm already feeling like a threat. I fear for my life when somebody's pointing a gun at me, because again, there are people that aren't trained. They might have their finger on the trigger and they can go off, or you can follow their instructions and they still kill you, like I've seen.
So what if they say I got a gun, you shoot them and they die? You're going to jail, right? If they don't have a gun, if they end up not having a gun, but they said I have a gun, you shoot them, you're going to jail.
So remember what I told you in class, CYA, can you articulate, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
So can you, if you, in your statement, obviously you need to talk to your attorney first, right? You let the police know, hey, I'm willing to cooperate. You let them know the basics. Hey, I felt threatened. I feared for my life. He threatened me. I had to shoot him. That's it. That's the extent of it. And then you should talk to your counsel and you should let the police know, hey, I'm willing to cooperate, but I need to talk to my lawyer first, because the lawyer will tell you, okay, you'll tell the lawyer, this is what happened. And that lawyer should guide you on how to proceed. Because you can be like, I shot him 3 times and you don't know, you can't remember, you may not remember what happened and you shot him 5 or 6. And the cops are going to be like, well, you said 3 and you shot him 6 times. See what I'm saying? So the DA is going to hold everything against you, typically.
So was that lady, was she correct, or what? Did she make the right move in your opinion? Like, I don't know what the laws are. What was that, Chicago?
That was in Chicago, but he came at her, right? And she said, I think she said to him, I have a gun or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then he's continued to attack her and she shot him.
He did continue to attack her because he never let her go. She was telling me, let me go.
Yeah.
He still didn't let her go after the 3rd shot. After the 3rd shot, he finally let her go because he didn't want to die. But
But she didn't know what he had on him. He could have had a knife.
Yeah.
Right? He could have pulled that out and stabbed her. So I guess it's all dependent on, okay, if somebody's up on you, you don't know what, and as women, a lot of times we have, she's a cop though, but a lot of times women, our defense, and we have this on our side, is men are typically stronger than us. So if they come at us, that's usually on our side. Like I fear for my life because I don't know if he's going to kill me. You know what I mean?
So Lou, you and I can't use that excuse all the time. They can.
Yeah.
Equality. Somebody that's older.
Beta.
I have an example. Okay, what about a 6 foot, 300-pound man?
Ooh, I'll be dead. I'll be done.
Well, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, a 6 foot, 300-pound man comes at you.
I felt, man, I'm skinny as hell. Yeah, they'd be like, man, yeah, hell yeah. Look at you and look at him. Yeah, absolutely.
So men, it depends on, again, it depends on the situation. An elderly person can say, well, I don't know how much damage if that person was going to kill me, right? Because they're weak and they're fragile. So it depends on the situation and the circumstances.
So she had a right to shoot him until there was no longer a threat.
Yeah, I in my opinion, she didn't know what he had on him, so he could have pulled out a knife and stabbed her at that point. And I don't know if he knew that she was a cop or not, so he could have been going for her gun too. Legally,
was she supposed to announce that at that point?
Announce what?
That she was a cop.
No. I think she had. So again, I don't know all the details, but she stopped him from robbing other people. I'm sure she mentioned that she was a cop.
You think she mentioned it?
I'm assuming she did. I don't know for sure.
Because my question is, like, as the legal part of it, right? The court case that's definitely going to take place to make sure that, it was fair and all of that. And I guess as a concealed carrier, even her being a cop, you got to go through these processes after something like that happens. There was a final shot that she took that a lot of people are like, well, she didn't have to do that. Which in my opinion, from me, not being a concealed carrier, just seeing it, I don't care. But as far as the court case, as far as the judge, as far as what they're going to look at, they're probably going to look at that last shot and be like, okay, yeah, you didn't have to do that. As far as legal stuff, yeah.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I will say that if he was still on her, he was still grabbing her, and he wasn't letting her go, and he wasn't off her. She shoots until she eliminates the threat, right? Eliminate, not so much. Eliminate doesn't always mean kill, but eliminate means stop. Like, stop the threat. He was still on her. He was still grabbing on her. He wouldn't let go.
But
I don't think so. I think she was holding him, and he was saying, "I don't want to die."
I think, he was fighting for his life, trying to hold on to it. Like, no,
but he wasn't holding on. If you go back to the video, I don't think he was holding on to her toward the end when she took that last shot. She was holding him and letting him know, I told your ass I was going to shoot you. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But that's the thing, though. Her rhetoric was, I told you I was going to kill you. That kill you part makes her sound a little bit, I don't know, a little more dangerous.
I'm sure the DA will use that against her if they take it to court.
Hold on one second. Hold on. So she's standing beside him.
Yeah, I forgot. You can't see. It's blacked out.
Yeah, it's blacked out.
I'm thinking of the original video I saw as well. Yeah, but he was trying to definitely murk her.
I thought he was still holding on to her. I thought.
He was. And I don't want to play the sound again because that kind of, I don't want to, well, I'm going to play it. Anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Watch this.
I'm sorry. You got me. Okay.
He said, you got me. Okay. So now, at that point, but I think she's going to shoot him one more time.
There's another shot. Yeah, there's another shot that comes.
There's another shot after this.
Tell me for real.
There it is.
Okay.
See?
So I wish we can see it because like I said, I thought that he was still on her, like grabbing her, and I think he was trying to take her gun. I think, but
I'm on her side.
Probably trying to take it and kill her with it at that point.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think she when she stopped him from robbing people, I would think, I don't know I don't know if this is a fact or not, but I would think as a cop, because he's probably gonna be like, who are you to stop me, right?
Right.
So I would think she would say, "Hey, I'm a police officer."
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Wow.
So he went and tried to attack her from behind. She's walking away. Why wouldn't he try to take her gun?
True. True. That's a great point, actually. Wow.
I mean, that's dumb, but I think he saw, oh, she's a woman, she's a female, and he probably thought that he can, take her gun from her.
All right, let me see what Colion Noir got to say about this, because I really want to hear this part right here. Thank you so much from an expert. We got an expert on the panel. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm see.
Let's go right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, baby.
Now you go down for this.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Call the police! Business! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Told your damn I shoot you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't
baby.
I?
I don't want
Didn't
it that.
I?
Yeah, baby.
Didn't I just say I'll kill you?
I'm sorry,
Didn't I
baby.
just say that? Didn't I just say that?
I'm
Didn't I?
I'm sorry.
You! You just...
I don't want it that, baby. Please.
You! Call the police! I just shot somebody! Just told you I shoot your... Tried to rob me!
Doesn't she
Tried to
sound
rob
real?
your dog.
Damn.
He just tried to rob me! He got a whole surprise! I just told you I was trying to help you!
I apologize, baby.
Couple of things to keep in mind. Yes, this woman is a cop, but none of that matters because when all of this happened, she was an off-duty cop. She wasn't in uniform, and the gun she was carrying was her off-duty gun. So, for all intents and purposes, this woman was a concealed carrying citizen. I point out all of this because people from the gun control lobby will try to write this situation off by saying, oh, but she was a cop, so it's different. No, it's not. Any regular citizen can find themselves in this exact same situation, so miss me with that. So the video starts off as just another grimy day in Southside Chicago. You can see three people confronting and trying to attack this one guy. I'm assuming they were making a lot of noise about it because she comes out and confronts them as a mediator of sorts. A few seconds later, three of the guys walk off while she continues speaking with the fourth person. Then out of nowhere, once she turns her back and starts to walk off, this goofball attacks her.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, that-
Knucklehead, come on.
Sheesh.
Wow, she was a peacemaker. She was trying to be a peacemaker.
Yep.
And that was in front of her crib.
It was right in front of her house. Come on, man. Yo,
Yep.
come on. That could have went another way. That right there could have went a completely another way. He could have gotten the gun, put it in her back, walked her back up the steps and to her apartment. It would have gotten even more ridiculous for her.
Yeah.
I think that she had to have told him, hey, I'm a cop, because otherwise I would think
That's
they'd
probably
be like,
what-
well, who are you?
That's probably what mediated the whole situation is the fact, yo, she's 5'0". Let's get up out of here. That's probably what got everybody out of there. But this guy, he just decided to.
This guy, come on, bro. All right.
Yeah.
All of the reports that I read said he was trying to take her gun, and it does seem like that's exactly what he was trying to do.
See, Jennifer knew.
Lady friend here hit him with that Usher meme though.
Watch
now
this.
let's talk
Watch
about
this.
all of the lessons to be learned here from this video. The first lesson being the gun is the equalizer. If he had attacked her the same way and she didn't have her gun, this would have been a very different video. I don't care what all the 109th wave feminist books tell you. The vast majority of men are bigger and stronger than women. So the only thing that will equal the playing field when a bigger and stronger man is attacking a woman is a gun. The second thing to be learned from this video is to keep a round in the chamber. I know a lot of people like to carry guns without a round in the chamber.
Why you say yeah? Okay.
No, I'm just saying okay, as an instructor, I always tell people, do whatever feels comfortable for you. But think about it. You have to rack the slide. Remember what the slide do. It feeds the round into the chamber. So you have to rack the slide that may take half a second, maybe a whole second. If you have a safety on your gun, that's another step that you have to take. If you are practicing safe gun handling, you shouldn't have to worry about a round in the chamber. You should have a quality holster, right? And you should practice the firearm safety rules and you should be straight. I carry with a round, so.
Let's go. See, we got an expert on deck.
Which, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But just understand the limitations and drawbacks of doing that. She only had one hand to grab her gun and pull the trigger. And it was that first shot that got him off of her. Even then, he still tried to grab for the gun and almost had it, but it was the second shot that caused him to stop grabbing. Without a round in the chamber, I am almost certain he would have taken that gun away from her.
It was the second shot that caused him to stop grabbing, but she shot him a third daggone time. Yo, I mean, that's the part that gives an argument. I don't know, but let me just listen.
It wasn't her
I see your wheels moving, but
and strength that kept him away from her. It was that gun going off and hitting his ass. The third thing to learn is that gun control doesn't work on criminals. This woman was trying to help this man. You can even hear her say it in the video. Yet this lunatic still tried to attack her for no reason. What makes you think someone who is that compassionless and irrational is going to care about not breaking a gun law? He didn't hesitate to attack a woman who just got done helping him from being attacked himself.
Whoa, so he was the one about to be accosted by the other three guys?
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's why she said she just like finished helping him from getting jumped or getting mugged or whatever. And then
he did say, I just helped you.
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow. Okay,
I thought he was one of the people that was doing, you know, trying to rob somebody or whatever. I didn't know he was the victim.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. She saved him, and yet there she is. There he is doing that to her.
Another point real quick. So you see how Colion Noir, I don't even know how to say his name.
Colion
Noir. He mentioned the fact that if she didn't have a round in the chamber, he probably would have taken it. But think about how close he is too. So when somebody's that close to you, you're going to do more. You're going to probably, there's 4 steps to drawing your firearm, right? The first one is getting your hand on the gun, gripping it, then pulling it out. And then you're going to probably be in a retention position, which means you're not going to be at full extension, right? You're going to be probably right here. So because of how close he was, she wouldn't have had time to rack the slide. You know what I mean?
You're right. Right. You're right. She was fighting him off with her other hand.
Right.
That dummy, man. Oh my God, rest his soul. But come on, bro. People, y'all youngest gotta be smarter than this, bro.
Yeah. OG. What you mean? He sound like an OG. He don't sound like no youngin.
He sound like an OG to you?
Yeah.
Why? Because
the way he was talking,
baby. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, ain't no youngin say, "I'm sorry, baby," after he just got shot. That's an OG move.
Yeah.
Well, that's that move of trying to attack her. That was really young and stupid.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that one.
But I told you what I think it is. He felt like he can overpower her. He saw weak.
Yeah.
He's a woman. I believe that.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks for helping me. Now come here so I can take your money. Come on, that's so damn what?
Wild.
I tried to rob them. You wouldn't. I mean, they ended up catching me and about to kill me. Then you gonna stop? You gonna try to get into all this? Mind your business. This dude, man, I swear. R.I.P. to this youngin. Let me see why his people want to sue him though.
Reasoning with criminals like this. All they know how to do is to hunt for victims, and the only thing they respect is a potential victim with a gun. Make all the laws you want. It's not stopping criminals like this. The fourth thing to learn is to get some type of concealed carry insurance. I say that because even though this woman was not charged with anything criminally, the family of the man she shot and killed ended up suing her in civil court for $10 million. Yes, you heard that right. They sued her for defending herself against their family member who attacked her. Unfortunately, we live in a society where you can use a gun to save your life, but the family of the person you saved your life from can turn around and try to sue you into bankruptcy.
Wild.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come on. What? So if I do end up shooting somebody with my gun, the insurance that I'm paying for will take care of whatever potential lawsuits might come from this.
Yeah, so USCCA, there's a whole bunch of them, but the one that I have is USCCA, right? And then the email I sent you, Van, I sent you links to different insurance. But yeah, they cover the lawyer. If you're out of state or if you're in another city, they cover the hotel. Like you're paying a monthly fee. I think I paid $26 a month.
Wow, that ain't bad.
That ain't bad for what?
That's not,
Oh,
that is it. Hey, by the way, he was 39 years old.
For real?
39.
He was OG.
He was OG.
Kind of dumb.
Oh man, come on.
Levon Smith.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Right.
mate.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna check that.
The other one is that I know of is Firearms Legal. There's a few of them, but like I said, check that email.
Got you. I will.
Hey,
Thank
check
you
your
so
email,
much.
bro. Don't be ignoring what she sent you, bro.
Listen, bro. I'm not that studious.
So you may beat the criminal case, but you'll still have to deal with the civil. That's why it's important to have some type of concealed carry insurance like you get when you become a member of USCCA, because you'll not only have access to attorneys to help you with your criminal and civil case, they'll also cover you for any collateral property damage that may occur during your self-defense shooting. Let's say she had missed a couple of those shots and hit a car or a window. With the USCCA membership, you could have all of that covered. I think USCCA is the best, which is why I work with them exclusively. But even if you don't use them, get some form of concealed carry insurance, because people are quick to sue you for anything these days. And the last thing to learn from this video is the reality of open carry. I don't have a problem with people open carrying, but it does come with some risk. One of those being everyone knows you have a gun on you, including all of the criminals. This guy clearly knew she had a gun on her and he went for it. The same thing can happen to you when you open carry. Criminals aren't always the brightest people in the world, and they tend to act on impulse. So seeing a gun being carried in the open is the precious to their golem.
Wow, I was thinking about that.
Open. I didn't know she was.
How would you carry? Appendix carry? You said?
There's appendix, there's strong hip, and then there's back. Those are the three main ones, and then you can kind of.
Those are the ones they can't see those.
Well, if it's concealed, so you can open carry on your hip, right? And that's probably the main area where they would see it. And the other spots, I mean, I guess you can open carry on your back if you're not like.
Well, I'm saying though, like for you, like, do you open carry or you just carry? What is it called to like carry but nobody sees it?
It's concealed carry.
Concealed carry. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. And a lot of my new conservative friends, they say they carry theirs in their boot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, that's they say. My man Tyson James, the rapper, when I interviewed him, he said, yeah, he can carry one in this boot.
Is that legal?
What? Why? I mean, if he chooses to carry there's
you can carry anywhere, right?
Yeah, there's ankle holsters. I have a thigh holster, the Enigma, which I wear around my waist. I have a belt. Like there's so many different there's even sports bras. All types of different women.
I think I'll try one of those. I think I'm gonna wear one of those.
The
Man,
what?
this guy out of line, dog. Sports bra.
What's so funny? That is phobic. I don't know which one, but it's phobic.
You're gonna throw a lot of people off with that.
He got head put that in there. You crazy? You think he gonna put that in there?
You damn right.
I think he would.
You think he would? Oh, because you know him a little better than me.
No. You know him longer than me.
Yeah?
I think so.
Oh shit. Okay. Happy anniversary, bestie.
This guy messed around and found out what has been said for decades. God made man, but Samuel Colt made man equal. I love the way this lady handled herself, and I hope she gets all the support she needs going forward.
Oh, we stand with her. Just say that.
Oh yeah, and Jennifer, you gave out a lot of valuable information. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
If people need to find you, where would they go?
So you can find me on Instagram at live_fire_defense. I'm on YouTube. It's Live Fire Defense LLC. And on Facebook, I'm also Live Fire Defense LLC.
Yeah, that was dope. And but for real, thank you for being here, because you answered a lot of questions right here on the spot that I would have waited to have to read my comments to get answered. But thank you. I appreciate that. And shout out to Colion Noir too, man, because that dude is vicious. What you about to say?
Remember that the laws are different in each state. Everybody should always look up the laws, because it's going to be different. And remember, there's going to be a DA, and the DA is different for everywhere you are. So you need to just keep that in mind. And the language, what she said in the video, talking about I'm gonna kill you and stuff like that, I think that sometimes as a here, maybe because she's a cop, but I think you should be careful of the language that you use too, because that can also be held against you. You know, at the end of the day, firearms should be used responsibly, and it should be your last resort.